Why the result of the 2016 referendum doesn't affect what happens in the future, though the irregularities in the 2016 referendum will affect what happens in the future. I'm Mike Cashman, channel is Britannia Waves the Rules. I've written this book with Augusta Lees, you probably know that if you've been watching the channel. But if you're watching this before Christmas, it's a great Christmas present. QR codes take you to 120 videos. Anyway, why the 2016 referendum doesn't affect what happens in the future. The referendum has happened, and whatever we believe about the irregularities, the misleading statements made in adverts or in targeted Facebook messages sent to individuals so that they were private and couldn't be subject to scrutiny, whatever we feel about that, then nothing will enable us to go to Brussels and say the leaving of the EU by the UK was not right, so give us our membership back. We cannot do that. The UK left the EU according to the requirements of Article 50, and we are no longer a member. So we can't fight the 2016 referendum anymore. There's no point arguing that it was invalid. It's happened. The other point about happened is, as I've said, that mandate is therefore fulfilled and does not last forever and cannot bind us forever. Now, the pro-Brexiters accept this in principle, or some of them do, but they say, but you know, after the 1975 referendum, we had 40 years before it was challenged, so give it time. But there were differences. In 1975, there was a majority of 2-1 for staying in the EEC. It was generally seen to be beneficial. It wasn't something that was causing problems. We've never had that degree of consent for Brexit. The majority was pretty small and has ebbed away since then. And there's, a strong majority now believe Brexit was a mistake and favours rejoining the EU. We're even heading towards that 2-1 majority that I've talked about. So, as I say, that referendum cannot bind us forever. But we can't fight the 2016 referendum. We can't fight the result. The result happened. The mandate, as I say, has been fulfilled. However, the irregularities of the 2016 referendum do hurt the pro-Brexit cause because we have that now strong majority believing Brexit was a mistake, preferring to join the EU again. And because the campaign was so flimsy in terms of substance, in terms of fact, in terms of plan, then there's nothing coming along that anybody can see that's actually going to enhance the support for Brexit. So that dwindling support for Brexit is, as far as we can see at the moment, going to dwindle further. The support for rejoining is going to increase unless something happens which is not something that we can predict at the moment. And so the lies of the Brexit campaigners, although they were not held accountable for them properly during the campaign, are going to hurt the attempt to persuade people that Brexit was a good idea. So there is going to be an accountability for them eventually. That's my view. Feel free to put yours in the comments. As I say, I'm Mike Cashman. It is coming up to Christmas at the time I'm making this video. Do buy the book for your friends, like-minded people, or even some who are not like-minded. This QR code can get you there. Thank you.